Yo, what's up lads? It's Tom, and today we're going to talk about gaining a woman's respect, because I think this is one of the most important things that a guy can do in life. Because if we just sit here now and actually just deep what we're here for on this planet, everything really, root cause does stem back to women. Most guys may say, oh, I want to build this business, I want to get in shape, I want to get this car, I want to do this. It all stems back to women, so we can get the best woman, we can build the best family, we can breed, we can make kids, we can make the best family, we can provide for them, they've got a good mom, and we can continue our legacy. That is just human nature. That is the psychology of humans. And for women, it's the same. They want to find the best guy to reproduce with. We are just animals at the end of the day, and we just want to reproduce with the best partner possible. So if we want to do this and we want to fulfill our human nature and actually live a good life and all these goals we've got set down, no matter what we think they're for, if we want a really strong reason why, we want to get the end goal at the end of it. We want to make it all worth it. Having it alone is not what it's all about. And gaining a woman's respect and gaining the high-end women's respect is something that I know probably a lot of you struggle with or have had issues with, because I know I have in my past. And I want to talk about it today because just realizations really from the last 12 months with what's changed in my life and how women seem to be so different. And it's not that women have changed. Women haven't just started becoming more respectful. I'd say if on the whole, across the globe, they've probably become less. But I'm experiencing masses of respect from women that I'm seeing or dating or whatever, just in social interaction with. And it's not because they've changed, it's because I've changed, and now I'm someone that they respect. And everybody wants this. And now if you've ever been seeing a girl or dating a girl and she's doing things that don't seem to align with your values and morals, it's really, really annoying. And this I used to find and struggle with a lot when I was younger. And like I said, it's not that the girls have changed. I mean, I could get a 50 times better girl than I would have wanted respect from then, but now the top girls will respect me, and it's just because I've upgraded myself. Now, everybody wants the best girl and they want respect from them, but we have to get really real, and this is a realization I had myself, where if we want all of these things, just like it is if we want a great physique, guess what? You've got to work on it. If you want a great business, guess what? You've got to work on it. You're not going to gain anything for free. And everything is rented. If you have respect now, well, guess what? You've got to keep working on what you need to attain that. So if we just flip everything to start, because it's easy saying, yeah, we want respect, we want the best women, but it's a bit rich, really, calling all these shots. I know it would have been rich of me 3 years ago to call all these shots when, if I deep it, if we flip the table over, if I was a high-class woman, I wouldn't have wanted me 3 years ago. No chance. Like, not in hell would I have wanted me 3 years ago. And if you think about these high-class women and these girls you really, really want respect from, would you want you right now, honestly? Your focus is on the wrong place. Your focus is on the girls not respecting you, not you becoming the guy who would be respected by literally anybody. And when you have that paradigm shift on how you see things and that everything is accountable to you, everything will change. So I've written down a list here. If I were a high-class woman, what would I want? Number one, I've put, I want a man, not a boy. So I don't want some guy who's just doing all this little fluffy TikTok stuff, prancing around, needs attention, like I call them pigeon heads, whether it's a guy or a girl. Then people are on social media or, you know, out in a bar or in the gym and they're like this and they're like a little kid and they're looking for eyes from everybody and they're just wanting validation and attention from everybody. And they're all giddy and they're acting all immature. Women don't want that. Okay, so that's number one. The second thing that they want is safety. Now, all of these do tie into becoming a man, so they're all going to follow on quite nicely. Now, safety. When we talk about safety, they will want, and I would want, safety physically and emotionally. Now, if you speak with any woman, they will all talk about emotional safety. And I've noticed over the last 12 months, anybody I've seen has always said that I provide them with a lot of safety, or they feel extremely safe physically, but also emotionally. And the physical side is pretty simple, guys. You've got to get in great shape. You've got to stand out. You've got to look more authoritative and present than other guys in the room, because it's human nature. If you're a woman of any breed, human, whether you're a fucking monkey, whether you're a little, I don't know, whether you're a lizard, it doesn't matter. You want the guy that's going to protect you, and you are blessed with the opportunity to become that guy. It doesn't mean you got to be the biggest bodybuilder. Doesn't mean that. It just means you have to be someone that looks fit and capable and disciplined and has respect for himself and can protect. So that's physical safety. Now, emotional safety is making a girl feel like she is yours and you're not going to make her feel insecure. Now, obviously, you've got to pick a girl that isn't insecure and she has worked on her own self-development. One big thing I look for is girls that are into self-development. Okay, but any person on the planet could be made to feel insecure if you're out in social settings, for example, or even on social media, but you're giving attention elsewhere and you don't make them feel secure. So if you truly want respect and you want to build something with a woman, now I'm not saying I'm a relationship coach, I'm just going off experience of my own life and speaking to these girls, you need to provide them with that emotional security so they feel safe with you, because if they don't feel safe with you, they're more likely to act out of alignment of respect, and then they may do something that's not respectful. The third thing is driven, has huge goals, like monster goals that scare them. You need to scare the girl with your goals, but not fake goals. I mean real goals that you are going for, and you will not settle for anything less. Sorry guys, I got a cold. You will not settle for anything less. And the reason this is so important is not just because they want a guy with goals and they want a guy with dreams. Girls fear outgrowing the guy. I see this all the time. If you are seeing a girl and you slack off on your training, you slack off on your personal development, you slack off with your career, and she's training and you're not, she's working on a career and earning more money and you're not, or she's going at faster pace, she will outgrow you. She will then transition into her masculine energy and leave you in the feminine energy, and the role does not work, and they will lose all respect for you. So you have to have these big, scary goals. That's another thing that all women have said when they're with me, is that they feel like I scare them with where I'm going in terms of how big everything is, and like they're not gonna feel like they could ever outgrow me. They're almost trying to keep up and get to know more, and they're learning from me every day. That's really important in my opinion. Now, driven and goals alone are not enough. I've also written, I would like a guy who is an action taker. So their life actually represents their goals. Not just saying, one day I want to be an entrepreneur and earn £1 million. No. Does your life actually look like you're going to earn £1 million? I'm fed up of all this bullshit. I'm going to start this business. I want to be an online coach, because obviously I've got my businesses which are in personal development. So I've got my CEO Mastery, which is basically a coaching consultancy which we help build and scale businesses with personal brands or fitness coaching, online physique coaching, etc. And my original business, which we've still got, is our VIP coaching. Now, I hear it all the time. People messaging me, oh yeah, one day I want to be in that. Well, if one day you want to be in that, just fucking do it today. If you're talking to girls about goals you want, and you've not fucking started it in the next 10 minutes, and you've not started putting pen on paper, and you've not started making a link for it, you've not started starting on the branding, what the fuck are you doing? They will not give a fuck about you, and they will not respect you. Now, the next thing, they want a good-looking guy. I would want a good-looking guy. If I was a girl with something about me, I would not want the ugly guy, funnily enough, right? And guys are so blessed. I'm not saying I'm the best looking guy now, but I was literally peak when I was a kid. Like, not good at all. Horrendous skin, just skinny fat, looked like an absolute simp. And like I said, I'm not saying I'm the best looking guy now, but we're blessed with the ability to work on ourselves, our personal development, the gym, the fitness. And guys who are like 2s can become 9s just with working on themselves. So they want sexual attraction. If you're a girl who's fit as fuck, you've got all the guys in the world who can come at you, for them to respect you, you need to be the guy that has it all. You've got to look good. You've got to have a sick physique. You want to be lean. Don't listen to all this, oh, I like dad bods. That's just the insecure girls. The high-class girls want an absolute machine. They want to flex on you. They want to get fucked by you and think, oh my God, this is the best thing ever, but you're still the secure, safe, masculine guy, not just some fuckboy. You've got to be every single role. And they want to flex on you. Girls are competitive, right? Most of them. They like to talk a lot more than lads do to their friends about guys. So me, if I'm dating girls, tell a couple of lads maybe like, oh yeah, I saw this girl, but I'm not really asked. I just crack on with my own shit. Girls will flex you like a fucker if you are the guy. And they want to show you off. If you're going out for dinner or off to some, let's say, party or event, and their mates are there, they are using you as their trophy. You will be their trophy. They need to be like, oh my God, it's like, you need to be like their literal trophy piece that they look up to and they just love everything about you. You've got to be that guy. So you've got to be sexually attractive to them and they've got to want to show you off. Now, you've also got to have financial stability. This is going to come from having the drive, having the goal, but actually taking action. Working on yourself, your personal development, your health, your fitness, your mindset, building in your career, whether it is employment, there's nothing wrong with employment, but building through your business and doing every necessary action to do so, or whether it is starting your own business and not just talking shit about it, but actually getting the fuck on with it and investing in yourself, attaining more value and giving more value out. And when you do that, you will earn more money. So every time I've 5x'd my income, it's because I've invested in a mentor figure or studied or done courses or gone to masterminds or worked with coaches, took in all this knowledge that now I can share back out, and people pay for knowledge, okay? Knowledge and application that gets results. You will only become financially stable when you work on you. You do not have business and career problems and money problems. You have personal development problems which are just reciprocated into those areas. So make sure you're financially stable. I don't want to be paying for things if I'm with a guy. If I'm the girl, I want to have some money that if I go down to the grocery shop, I can buy some stuff, but the rent, the guy should be paying. If I'm paying 10K a month for an apartment, I'm not going to go to my girl and say, look, I need you to send me 5K. That's so simpy. Don't do it. Become financially stable. These women have so much abundance, just like the top end guys do. You have abundance, but to get the respect from them, you have to be able to show up in all areas. It's not that they want your money, they just want the stability, all right? There's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of guys hustling. You've got to beat everybody. Just like women, from like me now, I'm like, whoa, this isn't just one way. Like, I need, I literally am going to have to respect you. Like, what are you going to bring for me? That the dynamic changes as you develop as a lad. So all these high-end girls, which I've been like, oh my God, when I was younger, I'm like, well, hold on a minute. What are you actually going to do for me? Because I'm bringing all this, but what are you bringing? So the role is there both ways. It's not that men are better than women or women are better than men, but when you're at that point where there's a value exchange, you have to make sure you play your role. And the guy needs to show up stability-wise with finance, and the woman will basically buy back your time a bit. They're going to show up with ease. And this isn't being sexist, but when I'm seeing a girl, she's going to do some cooking. She's going to help make meals. She might bring me over, for example, this bottle of water when I'm working and I'm busy. And she may just bring me peace in an evening and go on a nice walk and just, that's so much value, which honestly to me equates to the same as financial. but I don't want a woman to bring financial. That's the guy's job. And maturity. Don't be an emotional mess. They will not respect you if you have a paddy and you're an insecure little fuck, right? If you're insecure and you're just being like, oh, why are you there? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? If you're doing that, that is because you're looking down and you're like, I'm a little skinny fat mess with no money, and you know there's loads of lads out there better than you. You need to walk in the room and know you're better than every guy in there, and then you will stop acting like a little emotional mess, all right? This is just real talk. I've been through it all from bottom to where I am now, and there's levels above where I am. Of course there is. And I'm on this journey as well, but this is where I am today, and I know for a fact that the level of women, and when I'm seeing a girl now, the level of respect and what they provide for me because of what I can provide for them, it's a value exchange, is on another level. So the second you stop demanding things from girls and the second you actually just start working on you, building your physique, building the discipline, building your career and your finance, your ability to travel and your location freedom, everything changes. And then guess what? You can live up to your biological standards and create the best family and live a life of fulfillment and stop wanking off at Pornhub when you actually just decide to take action. All right, lads, I'll see you in the next video. Let's get it.